All right, let's go. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's reset a timer. Put a time up here for GAC. Give ourselves a little bit of time for any who aren't familiar with the format. We'll mess around a little bit, talk with chat, answer any questions that people have. We'll do some account reviews maybe. Then we'll go into the Loquitur Grand Arena. Do the same thing for a little while in the middle, answer some more questions, talk with chat. And then we'll go into the Grand Arena on my main account and get that done, take care of. That's the format for the show. Let's see what we got over here. We got Dalton Miles, Benny Lau, Ryan Sandberg saying Happy New Year. Apologies is in. Let's go. Benny Lau drained the like button. That's great. Happy New Year. David Baker, Bard Westrom says hello. Mana McCurry says greetings, DL and Inquisitors. Happy New Year to all. Happy 2022. Placebo fan, happy 2022. Johnny Ramirez is here. Good looking crew of people. So we watched the celebration last night on TV, and they really kept complaining about 2021 and glad to be rid of 2021 and hope 2022 is better. And I don't know. I felt that way about 2020. It was a weird year. COVID hit. Things got unusual. Everybody had to stay home. But 2021 was just more of the same. I mean, it wasn't. Did you guys feel like 2021 was that horrible of a year? I didn't feel like 2021 was that horrible, but they were all talking about it like it was the worst year on record. Started off the year a little bit unusual with our changing of the presidents, but I think that had to happen and was for the better. And so at least that's been better. I haven't had to listen to all kinds of crazy news about Trump all year. So there you go. It's already a benefit for 2021. I guess I shouldn't talk about politics on my channel. Anyway, what did you guys think? Was 2021 that bad? Did it deserve to be kicked out the way it was getting kicked out, or no? Is there a light side node to farm for Galactic Legend tickets? Galactic Legend tickets. You can only farm for Galactic Legends if you've actively completed a Galactic Legend journey. Those GL tokens only show up when you're actually in the final stages of the event and you're unlocking your Galactic Legend. When you get your alt on your Galactic Legend, then they disappear again and they don't come back until you get the next Galactic Legend. If it's a light side Galactic Legend, you have to farm light side, and if it's a dark side Galactic Legend, you have to farm dark side. That's the deal. I just used Imperial Troopers in the Sith Raid Phase 3 and kept the turn meter train going till more than 100 plus stacks of Emperor's Trap. How'd you get rid of Hux? You got a Hux to deal with, right? I guess if you get Hux out of there, you can stack. 21 was a bit easier for me since I got accustomed to the restrictions. It was awful though regarding PC parts. Yeah, I guess the computer chip shortage. But that can happen any year. I mean, those kinds of things, if you go back through the history of time and economics, there's always something like that going on. There's shortages of one thing, there's inflation, there's recession, there's who knows what. Always something. I'm work at the police station, and as an officer, 2021 was that bad. All right, so there we got a vote for 2021 being horrible. 2021 is just feeling cooped up inside, unable to freely travel for most of the year. Yeah, I like to travel, and I'm sick and tired of not being able to travel very much. I'm ready for that to be freed up. Yeah, definitely, I agree with that. Darth Loquitur, I've heard the Relic amplifier packs are worth it, except for the heat sinks, but I haven't heard which ones are the best value. What are your thoughts? I don't know. I'm not the ones where you can buy gems and it's random how many you get. I don't see those as a huge value. You can already buy them for gems out of the shop. We can check that here in a minute and see how that looks. 2021 was a great year for me. Bought a house while being single. Nice. Johnny Ramirez says it wasn't bad for me. Jayla6316. I think 21 felt worse than it was because it was just an extension of 2020. Felt like nothing really changing. Plus, I had a ton of exams. That's funny. Yeah, it just got really bad regarding graphic cards that are almost double or a little bit of their MSRP pricing, so it was costly to upgrade your PC. Yeah, these are small things though, right? Like, it's not that society as a whole had a horrible year. I work as a physical trainer in the hospital, and I could say as well that it was bad. All right. New Year's resolution for everyone, says Joey the Goat. Farm your mods. Nice. Happy New Year's, DL, says Tyler Poole. That's cool. All right, let's head over and do a quick account review. And then we'll go into the store and we'll peruse some packs and see if we can come up with any math that justifies buying some of those relics things. There was a slicing pack in the store for like $15 that you could slice a mod all the way from 6A to 6 or 6E to 6A. That pack looked really good to me. So we'll take a look at the shop. See what we got going on over there. All right, we've got Tony. Let's go over to the general chat and see if we can see if we got a big Tony in here somewhere. Alert him to the fact that we're doing a stream, and maybe that person's present and he can join us. That would be cool. All right, let's take a look at an account here real quick. 3.7 million galactic power in total, 1.6 in ships, 2 in characters. In terms of fleet, he's number 16 with a Malevolence fleet. That's pretty good. Got a Galactic Republic fleet going on in here as well. Interesting that he's still using the Malevolence fleet. Negotiator's only at 5 stars. I guess that answers that question. So he's got a 7-star Malevolence, 5-star. Here, maybe working on a sea journey. When I see these characters, Relic, maybe that's a sea journey. Looks pretty good. Hasn't wasted a lot of galactic power on ships. He does have the Phoenix ones built up, but that's fine. Doing well on these pilotless ships. Look at that. Got all 5 of them in good shape. Just finish out the TIE bomber at some point. All right, so going on 4 fleets. Character-wise, we got Gas, Grievous, of course, Vader, the clones, Padme team, Sidious, Piet, Dooku. So we've got a Gas journey moving on into a Sith Eternal build. That's what it looks like to me. Got a Relic Bosk there. That's nice. Nice to have sitting around. Also Relic Magna Guard. Interesting. Oh, he's got to be really close on the Sith Eternal. It's almost everything, right? Krennic's Relic, Moff Gideon. What's left to go? Or Royal Guards down here? I'd say, from what I see, he's working on it already. Right? I think that's everything. So cool. Looks like a pretty good build path. Did I see correctly that he's in Bronzium 1? Oh, he's in Chromium 3. Okay, okay. He's in Chromium 3. All right, that's good. He should be set up well to rise through Chromium. Also has a CLS in here. He's got Gear 12, Scion, and Nihilus built up, so he's got the Triumvirate. I don't see Enfys Nest, though. Oh, man. 5-star Wat Tambor. All right, so the account's in pretty good shape. Speed-wise, let's take a look, see what he's got. 309 on Rex. Moff Gideon's got some fantastic mods. 309. 19 speed. 14. 20. Working on the triangle still. 18. All right. Piet. 307. So he's got some pretty fast characters, and then Padme's 299, almost 300 with just health mods on her. So we've got some mods going on. Looks like we could do a little better with the modding. A little better with the speed anyway. Sidious. Probably going to need a lot more speed and potency to get through that first mission with C. Where's Vader? Maybe we could just use the Vader mods. Oh, he's got protection there instead of potency. Definitely need potency here. I can see the appeal of wanting to use a crit damage set on Vader now. That's okay. But definitely need potency on that cross. Got to get those debuffs to stick to make that Merciless Massacre dangerous. Make that Force Crush worth doing. All right. What else we got? All right. So probably needs a little more work on speed. Needs to touch up where a couple of these mods are. And again, I mean, if you're doing the best you can with the mods you got, that's fine. But I don't see a lot of speed sets. I see a lot of crit damage sets. So I would definitely be farming a lot more just speed mod sets for this account. Not bad overall. Let's see if there's something that he asked specifically. Okay, he got gas clones. All right, so during his prior, when he applied for it, he was just finishing up gas. Obviously, he started the sea journey, and that was a good choice on his part. After the sea journey, if I go over here and look at ships, we've got a bounty hunter, bounty hunter, bounty hunter, bounty hunter. We've got 2 good fleets under the Negotiator and Malevolence. I don't see that the 3rd and 4th fleet are so well defined that we're limited. So there is a rebel fleet in here somewhere that's okay. And we've got bounty hunters. So I feel like I would probably go straight out of the Sith Eternal into the Executor. Yeah, I feel like that's what I would do. It would be the best benefit for Grand Arena. It would get you back into first place if you're not already getting that in Fleet Arena. So, yeah, that's my feeling. I think I would go out of Sith Eternal and then start working on the characters and get that Executor. Because C already builds a lot of the characters that point you toward Executor. Anyway, you can use the extra bounty hunters. So, just farming up the Mandalorian, getting the Razor Crest as long as you can manage the Razor Crest. I didn't see the Razor Crest in here yet. But yeah, if you can manage the Razor Crest, I would definitely go into that next. And if not, then probably JMK. What do you guys think? All right, let's go catch up on chat over here. All right. Darth Mata McCurry says, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of an issue. In 2020, many times are resonating from the past in the 1920s and 1970s in uncertainty and inflation, etc. Well, the stock market in the U.S. typically resets every 7 to 10 years. And the stock market's been going pretty strong since the last major dip was in 2008 and 9. And if we look back to that trend, the stock market is way overdue for a correction. So it went up all year in 2021, more or less, and I would be shocked if it didn't have a reset sometime. But I mean, the indicators aren't there yet. It doesn't seem like it's gonna dip or crash, but it doesn't seem like it can keep going up like it is. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The Mon Mothma calendar is only the free one. Yeah, I only saw, well, there was a Mon Mothma calendar, and then I think there was another calendar, right? Didn't we get, like, something else? Let's look at the daily reward logins. So I switched over to the December bonus calendar, like, right at the end of the month, just to see if it would stick. And it looks like it's going to stay. It looks like I'm going to get that bonus calendar. So we got the January bonus calendar with Mon Mothma. And then there is a login reward one with the Range Trooper that shows up. So this is the bonus one that you get out of the shop. This is the December bonus one that apparently once you changed over you could take. All right. So there's 2 calendars for January. Now, if we look in the store, somebody said the Relic had a question about the Relic amplifier packs. Now, just to be clear, you're talking about these guys, right? The 500 for bronzium wiring and such, I believe. So if we go in here and we just look for, well, better go this way. If we just look for bronzium wiring, and let's say we want some of that, what's the price tag on this out of the shop? 1,500 gets you 75. So 500 would get you 25, which is what, 20 crystals per bronzium wire. All right, what are these? 600 for 120. What is that? 5 crystals. So if we then go into the store and we say, okay, if we brought bronzium wiring here, for 500 we get 25. And normally we only got, no, we got 25. So basically, if you're buying bronzium wiring, you have a 35% chance that you get exactly what you would get anyway. Right? You would normally get 25 for 500. So 35% chance that you get 25. Which makes it a 65% chance that you do better. So let's say 85% chance that it's double. And then a 15% chance that it's triple or quadruple. 10% chance to triple, 5% chance to quadruple. So yeah, I would say if you're a person that was going to buy these anyway, then you should, you can go ahead and buy them out of here. You do have a chance. I don't like these chance things. I'm not a big fan of the roll the dice and see what you get, unless it clearly is a good deal. So this has a pretty good chance of being a double value, and I usually like to see things be more than double value. I don't buy relic materials like this, even on my main account where I spend money. I think the only material I've ever had to buy is bronzium wiring, just because those materials seem to come to me slower than everything else. These chromium transistors, you should never buy those under any circumstance. They're so easy to make. Ugnaught gives you the trick to make two different pieces that give you insane amounts of the chromium transistors. The gear there is fine to bust up. These you would never buy. These heat sinks, I honestly think we can start crunching up Mark V droid collars. You know, I think this is okay. You can also just buy, what is this? 5 to 25. So if I spend 300 crystals and I buy a Mark III Cinar hollow projector, it already gives me 10 Erodium heat sinks. So I could buy a 2-pack of those for 600 and end up with 20. 20 for 600 is a lot better of a deal than this is ever going to be. So these are a terrible deal. This you get 5 to 15. 5 for 500. Yeah, I really don't have a problem with these either. You guys know I buy the purple stuff out of the shard shop. I combine up the circuit board things. I'm blanking on the name of them right now, but I combine those up, and I never have a problem making those materials either. Cybernetic, these. I make those and chop those up in the Scavenger. Look, I mean, I've got 109 of them in the bank. I've still got one of these built that I could, scrap if I needed to. I got another one on the way. So these I don't have any problem building. Yeah, for me, I would say bronzium wiring is the only thing that I would buy out of here. If your account is going fast enough that you're out of bronzium or carbonite circuit boards, respectively, those could give you a decent payout. All right, let me catch up on chat. Just did some slicing to prepare for my incoming cat. 2 25 speed mods out of 8. Wow, that's fantastic. Are the roster review lists out in public to see where you are? No, it's not public. But if you really want to know where you are, drop me a message in Discord and ask me, and I'll take a look and see where you're at. After the next conquest, there will be no more Razor Crest shards. I don't know. Because they said that once something shows up in Conquest, it would be continuously accessible. So they'd move it down through Conquest and then into the shop. And then the expectation is, my understanding, when it moves out of the shop, it's going to go somewhere in the game where we can get it. My guess is that it's going to go in as a get-to currency purchase. If that's not where it goes, then I don't know for sure where it's going to go, but I would expect to be able to buy it. All right, the GAC timer is up, but I do want to take a look at the slicing packs. This slicer toolkit right here that takes you from 5E or 6E all the way to 6A. These materials don't have an assigned value. I mean, you have to get them in the game to get them. These materials are worth quite a bit. These materials are worth quite a bit. Especially stuff like this. These These materials aren't just readily available. So for me, this pack, if you're willing to spend, these kinds of packs don't really have a value like 2 times crystal value or something like that. It just has the value in that you can go in here for $15 and slice them out all the way to 6A. So if you need slicing materials, I think this would be a pack to buy. Most likely going to buy that on my main account. I feel like that's a good deal. This is not a bad deal either. I mean, this is a lot of these materials in here, you know, a chunk of those. So it's not bad, but these materials aren't, the lower level materials aren't quite as precious because they are available in the game and you can buy them. So there's probably some conversion value here to this. So I'm not sure I'd buy this for $10, but for $14, that slicing pack is looking really good to me. All right, let's get into the GAC, guys. What do you think? There's a post on Reddit that breaks down the crystals per relic piece if you farm them, and based on the averages, the packs are better than all but the erodiums. That breaks down crystals per relic piece if you farm them, and based on the averages, the packs are better than all but the erodiums. Well, if you're farming something with the idea that you're specifically farming bronzium wiring, that's going to be a total catastrophe. I mean, you're not able to farm a piece for bronzium wiring. What you're going to do is you're going to come into a node like this that's got a couple pieces that break down for bronzium wiring, and you're going to hit this node for the shock prods, and you're going to get the bronzium wiring as a byproduct. I've never heard of anybody just going to farm bronzium wiring. That would be silly. But yeah, so the lowest level things I can see buying out of there, the rest of them, the conversion's good enough. No reason to do it. Got 450 carbonite circuit boards for 1,000 crystals. It's the exception, not the norm, but I feel like I got a good deal. Yeah, that's cool. Math-wise, all of them are worth it except the heat sink. So let's be clear. They're better. They're equal to what you could already buy them for at worst. So if you buy them and you get lucky and you do better, then that's cool. I don't think it's sufficient. None of it, guys. This is not efficient to buy. The erodium heat sinks are a loss. Chromium, you should never buy these. I'm telling you guys, you should never buy these. And these you're only going to buy if you normally would be buying them anyway. There's absolutely no reason to buy these unless you're out of those materials and would be buying them anyway. Which, on the Loquitur account, I mean, I've been playing as long as I've been playing. I get 806 of those, 730 bronzium wiring. So I'm not strapped for these materials. I'm not going to buy the packs because they're in the store, because I don't need them. Look at this, 945 transistors. And I got fat stacks of material up here that I could use. I could make another ton. Just a ton. I could look at all this bronzium wiring I could make if I wanted to. Just click the button, get another 200, or chromium transistors. I mean, because I usually do the stuff for down here and get a bunch of them out of that. Throw 10 of these in the mix too. You know, there. Now I'm over 1,000 chromium transistors. So I'm not going to spend crystals out of the shop for something I already have 1,000 of. That's not smart. And like I said, these really aren't hard to build, guys. All you have to do is farm this node for the back to gels, convert that into these pieces. As long as you've got a character like this where you can convert them, and buy these parts out of the shard shop. I've always got plenty of those materials. All right, so the only Loquitur approved purchases on there are the bronzium wiring and the carbonite circuit boards, and then only if you need them. That's my ruling. All right, anybody can have a different opinion, but from my perspective, that's where we're at. Now, if you're a person who spends a lot of money on the game and you've kind of outrun your ability to farm those things by buying gear out of the store anyway instead of farming it, then you're going to need especially those lower level materials. I do spend money on my main account, and it's the lower level materials that I'm always out of, not the higher level stuff. Hey DL, got on the stream. Maybe you answered this already, but what are your goals for both accounts on 2022? Oh man, it's hard to get started in the Grand Arena with good questions still coming in. Go for the first full clear of 2022. Nice. All right. My goals on the Loquitur account. 2 more Galactic Legends. And whether that's getting Kenobi into the account and then following that up with like an Inquisitor or something like that, or a next Galactic Legend after that, I would like to push through and be able to get a Galactic Legend every 6 months. That's my goal. And in so doing, wouldn't it be great if I could get this account to, let's say, around 4 million galactic power and make it all the way to Kyber? We'll set that as my progress goal. 2 more Galactic Legends and landing in Kyber by the end of the year at around 4 million galactic power. I think I could do it. Blessed Carrot's in the house. Can't stay live. Just want you to have a good stream. That's cool. Thanks. All right, let's get in here. And let's look at Bakudan. He says, fight me. Stats, 2.5 million galactic power, million in ships, 1.5 in characters, 443 in arena, 38 over here in ships. It's I don't know what to say, guys, when I look at accounts like this. I mean, I don't want to be rude to people, but it looks like a very casual player. The capital ships aren't built up very well. The ships themselves, the geos, aren't built up. Even the ships at the top. Anakin's not Relic and Fives is. We've got a couple other Galactic Republic ships. Houndstooth isn't finished. So when I look at accounts like this and I look at my fleets compared to these fleets, it's not even close. I have such a huge advantage in fleets. I think he can't beat any fleet I put on defense, and nothing he puts on defense can hold me, so I've got him on both sides. Character-wise, much the same story. The player has built a lot of 7-star characters. Look how far we can go down on 7-star characters. Just tons of stuff in the account. So he's built out very wide, but not very high-level characters. He's got a clone team, some bounty hunter stuff. And I can't even see what this account's doing next. Maybe gas. He built up the clones with Shock T. Maybe he's going for gas. I don't know. Jedi Knight Revan's in here, so he did go for Revan. Maybe he's going to get both Revans. But I look at this count and I think you guys said something about the first full clear for 2022, and I don't feel like that's going to be a problem. I have to force myself to not get lazy when I look at an account like this, because I think, well, victory is assured. So I don't want to get too casual or too cocky about it. But yeah, it doesn't feel like enough of a challenge. He's got a winning record, though. I mean, if I'm fighting him, he's at the same skill level as I am. So we put Sith Eternal on defense with the bounty hunters here. We put our Geos and Grievous up front. And give him some challenging battles. I don't think he'll make it past here. if he clears this zone, he won't clear my ship. I put Negotiator here. So I feel like this one is well in hand as long as he didn't do something crazy on defense that I can't think about. What do we got here? Newt Gunray with some stuff. We've got a First Order team under Hux, averaging like gear 9. Got some Rebels here. Got Grievous here. Feels like a bunch of solos. So, Lord of Stone says, wow, this is a mismatch. Yeah, it really feels like a mismatch. Now, he does have more galactic power than me. To be fair, he does have more GP than I do. And if he's got more GP and he's where he's at, he is winning in Grand Arena. So think about that, guys. This guy does have a winning-ish record. All right, so we could probably Vader solo here. Let's, I don't know that we can solo Grievous, though, can we? Because that can get away from you. All right, let's just pop Vader in here. And we'll do Merciless Massacre. We'll put the Force Crush onto Luke. We will... Ooh, Chewbacca lived through that. Look at him go. Work our way around here, killing Rebels. This hallway scene... 79. Grievous has no Zetas, so I feel like you can solo that team. There's some stuns and stuff here, though, and Droideka, if he rolls up into a ball, even at a lower level, can still do more damage than you expect. But I think if we... does he have a damage ability here? What is it? 30% offense. So we could probably just do this, right? And we could probably hit with the big hit, and then this is all that we've got left to worry about at that point, right? So we should be able to take out everybody except B1. SWAT. Wow. Okay. That did not go according to plan at all. All right, SWAT him again. Why is everybody's Galactic Republic, right? All right, good enough. 68 banners. When he was doing his big hit, I feel like he should have been clearing buffs, but he didn't clear off Droideka's buffs. So why did that not happen? Buff Dispel requires Padme. Oh, okay. Only clears buffs if you have Padme. I guess I'm just so used to using him with Padme that I made some assumptions that weren't true. Whoopsie. All right, big hit. Bam. Now, we fought one of these a while ago where the Zeb went crazy on us, right? Kept stunning us. So we're not going to allow that to happen this time. Get Zeb right out of here. 68 banner win again. What do you think, guys? 68. Running at peak efficiency. Then we get Newt Gunray with stuff. Let's see. They don't have anything that stops me from counterattacking. All right, we can do this. That's not really fun. That's not really fun. What could we do here that would be at least a little bit of fun? Qui-Gon Yoda? That could be fun, right? Qui-Gon Yoda. See how hard Yoda hits as a Relic 4 under Qui-Gon in GAC. Qui-Gon with one Jedi. That's what we're doing. We're doing Qui-Gon Yoda. And we're going to see how hard this Yoda can hit. Bonk. That's pretty good, right? If Yoda needs to get over there and get his business done. Stop attacking Qui-Gon. You have my permission to attack Yoda, not Qui-Gon. Alright, get in there. Oh, we may have reached our limit, boys. We may have found out the limit to what we can do with the Qui-Gon team. Jump in. Dance on Phasma's head. Get in there. Oh, almost got him. Let's get some buffs up. Die. Nice. Alright, Qui-Gon Yoda was enough. It looked scary there for a second. I thought they were going to go after the Qui-Gon. But once they got Yoda low, they defaulted and water boyed on Yoda, so that was good. Troopers are always fun. Hits like a monster under him should be fun. Aaron Roy says, Aaron, A-R-R-A-N, that's cool. I won the first 2 rounds of GA without too much effort. This new round, I've been brick-walled. All right, the troopers are always fun. Guys, we need more likes for the troopers. The troopers are feeling sad right now. They are unliked. Not enough likes for the troopers. Let's put up the public service announcement. Boink. No like button can withstand the power of the dark side. Get out your like sabers. Take care of that like button. Power up these troopers. Get them going. I don't know. Newt Gunray might have what it takes to beat the troopers. Let's see. The AI is clueless. I wonder if the AI will be changed. Yeah, Qui-Gon definitely needs to be higher priority on that list of things to do. All right, let's armor shred here. Let's get Dooku out of here. Okay. Troopers are too good. They're going to stall out against Jango. I'm never going to beat Jango now. Put it on auto basic and just wait a week for Jango to take a turn. I should have kicked Stark out of here. I wasn't thinking about that. All right. Jango's got to take another turn now. These troopers are like, why isn't it working? It's good that they all got extortion on them. It slowed us down enough to get the win. Let the extortion spread, boys. That's funny. All right. Fleet-wise, getting on in here. Oops. Galactic Republic style fleet. Is this the Rebel? That's the Rebel Y-Wing. That's not even the BTLB. Interesting. I think we'll start with 2 Geos. Bring him in as a reinforcement. We'll go ahead and put a bunch of reinforcements in here just in case we need them. I don't think we will, but in we go. GAC speed run. Troopers were meant to be extorted. All right. Oof. We're just going to hit Anakin with the basic. I'm not even going to summon my other little ship. I don't know why I'm doing this, guys. I should actually just play, but I feel bad. I feel like I need to give him some kind of chance. All right. Let's strip buffs off. Finish off Anakin here. Even though he's only gear 12, he's still being pretty annoying. Doing more damage than I anticipated. Okay. Got 0 buzz droids. Let's see. Mass assist there. That should be it. That's it. 65 banners. DL, have you been implementing the strategy of going 2-to-1 to maintain around the same GA rank, or is this something you plan to do in the future? It's definitely something that I've thought about, mostly for my main account. For Loquitur account, I feel like at this point, I feel like just go for it, win what we can win. I'm in Bronzium 1 with 2 weeks to go. It seems to me like I could definitely get a Chromium promotion. My account building is going much better than anticipated, much faster than anticipated. So I suspect that I'm ready for Chromium already with the next round of GAC. So I know that I won't promote to Chromium at the end of the week, but I'll promote at the end of this round of 12, right? So I'm going to go ahead and push and take that promotion. I think on the main account, I'm just going to see how far it goes at first, and then we'll probably go into a strategy of 2-in-1 at some point in the future. But I do have that competitive streak where it's like when it comes time to drop a battle intentionally, it's so hard for me to accept that and not just go, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and try. Somebody's going to beat me, so I'll try to play against this guy. You know, maybe the next guy will beat me. And then you get onto the next guy and you're like, nah, I'm going to try. It's a good challenge. It's a good opponent. So yeah, I haven't practiced the 2-in-1 strategy yet. As of right now, I'm 7-0 on the new system. That'll come to an end, of course, on both accounts. There's no way that can be maintained. Collect my free stuff. And then the game crashes. Thank you for finishing out the Grand Arenas before you crashed. Blue stacks. Aaron Roy says, yeah, it hurts my soul to lose on purpose. If you don't want to move, you have to drop down to 2. Well, you have to be out of the top 10%. So Bronzium 1 will have more than the top 10%. It's my understanding that the 10% of the players with the highest skill rating get promoted, not just everyone in Bronzium 1 when it comes to the league promotion. We can take a look at that. See if I'm mistaken. Okay. At the end of season, at the end of each Grand Arena season, players who finish in Division 1 of their league. Oh. Okay. So everyone in Division 1 gets promoted. Okay, then. Okay. Yep, that says everybody in the top league gets promoted. So basically, Bronzium 1 becomes Chromium 5. Chromium 5 becomes Bronzium 1. So you just trade places with these, trade places with these. Each division just trades places with the bottom and top. Okay. Fair enough. That'll work. We can do that. That's 20%, isn't it? No, because statistically, I don't believe that the 20%... Because again, if people lose all the time, they'll end up down here. If they win all the time, they'll end up here. But you could still have people with like a 9-3 record that started in Bronzium 1 that just stayed in Bronzium 1. So statistically, you can't say that 20% are in any of those particular categories. And because of the way the skill rating works, I think in terms of Bronzium 1, it'll definitely be... You know, I say that. I feel like it's going to be more than 20% of the players are going to be up here. But it's fine. It'll, over the course of several rounds of Grand Arena, it'll work itself out statistically. Have you lowered the frame rate of BlueStacks? They say it reduces the number of crashes. Have I lowered the frame rate of BlueStacks? No, I don't know that I've specifically lowered the frame rate of BlueStacks. Let me look at settings. So you say take this down to 30. And then it wants me to restart BlueStacks. Okay, we'll do that. We will do that. And then I'll do the same on my main account over here. Anything to reduce the crashes is welcome. Save the changes, restart. Yeah, we definitely want to minimize crashing. I should probably look these things up for myself. He probably gave me advice that will cause more crashes just to play a joke on me. All right, so next things, guys. What do you guys think? So for the new year, I've been thinking about starting a third account. It seems like newer players want to watch the lower level GACs. So I started messing around this morning and I started a third account just for the fun of it, just to see how long you could play sort of on autopilot with the opening. And yeah, so we've got a teeny tiny account built, level 17. You know, a couple hours played, not even a day played here. So if I were to start messing around with this account, what is it that you guys would want to see? What would be interesting for you guys to watch? So one of the things I could do, I could just come in here right now, buy this hyperdrive bundle, and sort of demonstrate to you guys how I would play a hyperdrive account. So if somebody says, well, I would rather watch free-to-play or whatever, well, I would say just go back and watch the Loquitur account because I built that from level 1, working my way up. So I figure if I do a third account, I probably should just do hyperdrive and sort of demonstrate how I would build a hyperdrive account. Dark Lord of the Sith third account. If you're in the top of your league and go 0-3 in the final round, can you miss out on bumping to the next league? You would lose 43 per round, so yeah, it would probably bump you down instead of up. You'd probably go down. You have to look at the thresholds, though. If you were in Bronzium 1 the whole time, and you got so far up that you ended up, you could drop that 129 points or whatever you would drop, and still be in Bronzium 1, for example. So you have to calculate out your skill points and how much you can drop. Hyperdrive would be entertaining. A non-galactic legend rush, go double Revens or gas. Fan on the couch says, I want to see a new account that rushes ships for top fleet arena crystals. Too few people understand its importance. Oh, I'd definitely do that. Even with hyperdrive, I would just go right into building geos for fleet. Even though hyperdrive gives you all kinds of other stuff. Geos for fleet into malevolence. Gas build the endurance. I would, I think that's definitely the way I would do it. Free-to-play non-hyperdrive Techno Union with GAC focus. I feel like I would like to see Revens with gas. Lord Vader Rush. The Lord Vader Rush would be rough. Ray Rush would be nice. Ray. Gas. New guides. New guides on the all the journey characters. Feels like a lot of guides out there are super outdated. Darth plugged into hyperdrive sounds intriguing. Hyperdrive guide for new players and or a BAM rush. Well, I tell you, if you wanted to do a BAM rush, they put up a pack. They put up these early game packs, like as I was starting to play the game. And look at this. Mandalorian starter pack. 50 shards each of Queel, IG, Mando, Grief, Cara Dune. So all of the BAM characters, right? 50 shards of each, bunch of energy, sim tickets. $8. $8, guys. This is crazy. Like this is literally one of the best deals I've ever seen. These starter packs are really, really a fantastic deal. 80 shards of Vader. Now, I don't know. If you buy the hyperdrive bundle, maybe all of these go away. Maybe they all go away. It'd be interesting to know. Imperial Troopers, same thing. You can get a bunch of Imperial Trooper shards for $8. Not as many as the Beskar Armor Mando stuff. It's just the number that you need to unlock. But Bounty Hunters, you get a bunch of Boba. That's a bad one, of course, because we can get him out of the Galactic War store. What's Anakin? Yeah, that's not worth $15. Okay, so they're not all good. But that Mando pack is just fantastic. Okay, I changed my story. The Mando pack is good. The Troopers one isn't bad. And the rest of them are kind of baloney. This one feels like it's just mispriced. like they, or is it random? They only get one character. Includes 5 characters that will help you. Yeah. 5 characters that will definitely help you. ain't no doubt that those 5 characters will help you for $8. That's a fantastic deal. All right. Another vote for Rushing Ray. I was also thinking a hyperdrive guide for new players and a BAM rush. Build the Path of the Gladiator. You need Tarkin Geos for Zetas regardless of farm. When you get the hyperdrive bundle, it unlocks the Zeta challenge. You still have to get the second level of it unlocked where you can get the Omegas for ships. So you definitely still need that. But you get the Zeta material challenge unlocked right away with hyperdrive bundle. It's automatic. I like a GAC. I like GAC, so an account that focuses on GAC teams and preparing for the next division. I saw a Ray Rush account, GL Ray, at sub 1 million. Yeah, all that stuff's possible, but why? I'd be curious to see what you do with the Revan Malik Rush, since so many people go for them. That's a good pack, says Mata McCurry. Show us the power of the Gladiator, because GAC is now the most important game mode. I'm afraid Fleet is going to be changed in 2022. They mentioned something in the road ahead, so I wouldn't want to see a Fleet arena rush. But you need fleets anyway, right? Because you have to have 2 fleets very quickly for Grand Arena no matter what. And anything that I build is going to be competitive in Grand Arena. I'm not going to, let's say, do something that's not Grand Arena focused. So we're definitely going to build Geos into Malevolence. We're definitely going to build the Galactic Republic into the Negotiator. I would do a 6-star Malevolence into a Negotiator, do the path like I've talked about before. So yeah, definitely those 2 fleets as starting fleets, zero doubt. And if they change Fleet Arena, I don't care. Fleet Arena is still, if they do what they did with Squad Arena, oops, none of this stuff is unlocked. But even if all you get out of Fleet Arena is just the currency for the shipments, you're still going to want to do that. Getting those Fleet Arena currency and being able to buy extras of the Zeta materials, that is powerful stuff. We're not going to give that up no matter what. Do AP Gains Beginner Guide? No way. There is absolutely no way I would do AP Gains Beginner Guide. AP doesn't like Galactic Legends. He's like, build everything in the game with no Galactic Legends. And what that's going to do in the new Grand Arena system, you're going to rise to a certain point, and then you're just going to be shut off. You're just going to be shut out. And people say, oh, well, you know, when people rush a Galactic Legend, then you can easily beat them with a better account. And I went straight for a Galactic Legend. I got a Galactic Legend at 1 year. And guys, my account is balanced. I've got plenty of teams to put on defense. I got plenty of teams left over for offense. I'm ready for Chromium already with 1 Galactic Legend. And if I fought an AP Gains style account in Grand Arena right now, this is what I'm going to do, boys. We're just going to walk in here. We're going to put this Galactic Legend down on defense. And what is that account going to do? Let's say he has Revans and CLS and Grievous. I'm going to go in. I'm going to beat his Revans. I'm going to beat Grievous. I'm going to clear his zones and clear his fleet. And have a Galactic Legend that he can't beat. There just comes a point where in a Galactic Legend versus non-Galactic Legend account, you just lose. You just lose. So I cannot subscribe to that theory at all. I think stabilize the account, but then you got to get a Galactic Legend. No doubt about it. I mean, if I did the hyperdrive bundle into a gas build, as soon as we get gas, then straight into a Galactic Legend. Absolutely no doubt about it. Gas into a GL, no other things. I'd be skipping Revans. I wouldn't even do Revans. I would feel like I needed to get to the Galactic Legend that bad, that fast. I like AP. He's got a lot of good advice. And what he is recommending for his new beginner's guide, that's going to get you through Carbonite and through Bronzium in a hurry. Sure. But that's not the challenge. The challenge isn't to get through Bronzium. The challenge is to get to Kyber. And you ain't getting to Kyber without Galactic Legends. You're just not. Ain't going to happen. I win most GAC because of my fleets? Yeah, exactly. Fricky DeLang. Yeah. How about focusing team comps you like instead of purposely going for a GL and then unlock a GL when you're able? I have 0 GLs and I'm 5-0 against GLs currently. So I'm not saying you can't build a GL, you can't beat a GL account. All I'm saying is people who build a GL who also build a balanced account are going to beat a non-GL account. I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. You can go look at Zareth's channel as well. Zareth built an entire account that was designed to keep low relic levels and take advantage of the matchmaking system and build all the meta teams. And he built that account up to 6 million. And now with the new Grand Arena system, that's the first thing he said. Well, I guess I got to build GLs for this account now. So, I mean, he understands that the account, he's got, I think, 1 GL in that account, and he's just going to be limited in his matchups. It's a disadvantage until he catches up on GLs. So, I mean, it's not just an opinion, it's statistical matchmaking. GG one-shots C. All right. You guys can say that I'm wrong. You can build your accounts any way you want to. But I feel strongly. I feel very strongly. Start the game, stabilize your account, get building the GL. I think that's the way to do it. Yep. C can be 2-shot with GG and cleanup. C can be beat with GG and Newt. Okay. So let me ask you guys a question. If you built a full Relic Grievous team that could beat C, and let's say you built 2 other full Relic teams like Revens, for example, you could have built a GL. If you build 15 Relics, you could have built a Galactic Legend. So that's my question. Why would you build other teams when you could be building a Galactic Legend? It makes no sense. If you have an unbeatable GL in the front wall, you really don't need to deploy teams to the back, so you have more teams to use in an attack, which is definitely a huge advantage. I've beaten a Relic 7C today in Grand Arena with Qui-Gon Jinn. Love to see it. Joey the Goat says, I agree, but I think the GL needs to be JMK for GAC domination. Do you prefer Executor or C on your account? Again, with Executor, it's all about Razor Crest. So if I could build Executor as my first Galactic Legend, I would. But there's absolutely no way that a new account is going to manage the Razor Crest and the Beskar Armor Mando journey and all that stuff up front. Unless they make it really easy to get that Razor Crest. Even if they put it in for Get 2, I would still want to get Negotiator and Malevolence finished before I went for Razor Crest. They're just, they're the mid-level play right now. Got to do that. So yeah, no, I'd go for C before I'd go for Executor on a new account. I think people are talking about 2 separate things here. There's a difference between beating a GL Rush account versus beating a GL account that also has a balanced account. Yeah, that's exactly right, Mata McCurry. That's exactly right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, my account has a GL, but it's stabilized. It has other teams. And against a similar account that doesn't have a GL, I just have a huge advantage. It's always going to be a huge advantage. And if they have a team on defense, like right now, I don't think I could beat a good Darth Revan team. Then I just keep my C on offense. It guarantees me a victory against Darth Revan. And I still have enough defensive teams to put down to make it hard for my opponent. So, yeah, I mean, it's all about the number of GLs nowadays, or the quality of the GLs. Does it make sense to go for Lord Vader if you could have 1, 2, 5, 1, 5 other GLs for the same price? The problem with Lord Vader is that the Bad Batch are still all single shard drops, and that's hard. If you look at Kenobi, he's got Bo-Katan, who's still single shard drop, but other than that, a lot of those characters are easily accessible in the game. Lord Vader, you just have a lot of characters that you have to farm up, and the Bad Batch are just so crazy on gear. I'm working on them on my main account, and it's just a sickening amount of gear that you need to get those guys up and running. Stun guns, Kairos, Carbantes, just everything is premium gear. There's like no filler. It's crazy. So I would not try to start an account and go for Lord Vader and say he's a good quality GL, so I go for him first. I still think C, SLKR are better ways to go for your first GL. If you go the gas journey, you're within striking distance of Kenobi, much more so than with another build. And if you can get the gas journey and get Watt, I could do that. I could do that with the account, go hyperdrive, go straight into clones, try to get an excellent guild, get the Watt shards rolling in, and go gas straight into Kenobi. I could do that as a build and try to see like how long it takes me to get into a guild at 280 million or something like that. Do a senator path and kind of show you guys. So what I could do is a senator path, but then also build a bunch of these single relic pressure teams that I keep talking about, and make it to chromium in 6 months. I don't know about 6 months. That would be pretty crazy. I'm probably going to have my first GL at 1.9 million. That's pretty good, Mark. My current GP is 1 million and 240 million GP guild. Nice. Getting close to CPIT. That's cool. How about SLKR and Ray GL push for your third account? Do SLKR and Ray. That'd be rough. Well, it'd be a long time. I mean, that'd be a year and a half worth of work, probably. I have both Revans and Malik, a decent CLS, Padme Geos, Bounty Hunters. They're not relicked. At 1.3 million GP going for SLKR now, do you think it's time for it? Yeah, certainly. If you've gone Revans into Malik, SLKR is, I mean, that's the Gladiator path. That's what I laid out in the Gladiator path, right? The Revans into Malik into SLKR next. That's the Grand Arena build right there. Hard drive bundle into gas into JMK sounds fun. Currently meeting a lot of people doing that. Those accounts are scary. Endall made a great video about how GL advantage means nothing. It's all about the effective GL count, which factors in how many off-meta counters you have and how many teams that require a GL. Okay. Guys, I have a very simple question for you. Why are you fighting against it? What do people have against GLs? I don't get why people think it's good to do something other than build a Galactic Legend. They're powerful in the game. They're powerful in Conquest. They help you defeat the Galactic challenges. They stand tall in territory wars. They're how the game is played. They're the cornerstone of your roster. Why is everybody so interested in building accounts without GLs? I don't get it. I can't for the life of me understand why you would do that. For me, the entire game is build a Galactic Legend, then pick your next Galactic Legend, then pick your next and your next and your next. The other things that you build in your account are determined by what Galactic Legend you're building. I built C. Now I'm going for JMK. JMK gives me Qui-Gon Jinn. Lets me build a Jedi team around him. It gives me a better Shock T. Lets me build clones around her. the teams that I'm building, the account that I'm building is based on my next GL journey. Saying that I'm going to build this whole big account with no GLs, nonsense, gentlemen, ladies, nonsense. Why? I don't want an effective GL count. I want GLs. If I have 3 GLs, my effective GL count starts at 3. And it can go up from there. If you have no GLs, your GL count starts at teams that you're using as an off-meta counter. Off-meta counters often sabotage 2 or 3 teams to make that team good enough to beat a GL. Use Vader. Well, if I have 3 GLs, then I already have GL counters, and also I still have Vader that I can use somewhere else. He's not consumed in some kind of off-meta counter. So I realized that off-meta counters are good. I realized that these things can be done without GLs. But why? Why on earth would you do it that way? Why? It's inefficient. Absolutely makes no sense. All right, the different situations at the end of the day, the best 6 characters in the game have shiny gold platforms, so why not get as many as you can? There you go. If you can't beat them, join them. Apologies says, funny enough, my account is leading toward SLKR Ray. I just like the build. Nice. I just unlocked C on my main account at 4 million. Instant change to my matchups, and it's way easier now, says Tyler Poole. That's it. Exactly. It just makes your life easier. There are situations, but at the end of the day, the best 6... Okay, I already read that one. Soloers, Underman Squad, SLKR equals Route of Champions. Reverend James says, GLs are great. My opponent has none. I have 2 in Executor. He cleared 1 zone. There's no reason not to have any at 6 million GP or higher. The game is changing to make GLs necessary. Evan says, I think just going for Revens, Gas, Malik first, and then a GL is the best path, but that's just my opinion. Fan on the Couch says, Darth Loquitur, eventually you need GLs, but if one does the Techno Union path, for example, may build other teams for good revenue. Yeah, no, Fan on the Couch, I'm always saying stabilize the account. Don't just get in there and go crazy for GLs, right? You're going to stabilize the account. Techno Union is a fantastic stabilizer, and it goes right into the Sith Eternal journey because you've already built the Imperial Troopers. So Techno Union is all about snowballing your money and your income in the game. So yeah, for sure, I think that's still valid to do. Teresia says, the reason people create a new account on stream, they want to find a different and better way than other people are doing it. Evan says, I don't think GLs are bad. I'm 2 weeks away from C. Frick Frack Paddywhack says, I started a third alt strictly for GAC that wasn't going for a GL. GAC changes have changed that, and GLs are absolutely necessary now. Chagrin says, preach. I guess I got a little high on my soapbox there, huh, guys? If you're going for a GL, you're not getting cup. Yep, not getting cup. That's a good thing. Stick to your accounts and make them better. Don't add more work hurting your time, your conquest grind, your mon management, etc. Yeah. Well, Teresius, I think if I want to stay relevant for the new players, saying that I know how to play the game at low level, people want to see it. So that's it. I don't know how much more time the third account will take. If it takes too much time, I'll just bail on it. I mean, if I just buy the hyperdrive bundle and never spend anything else, then I can quit at any time and not feel guilty. I'm probably going to get matched against Prevail Man next bracket. You'll see a GL focus roster versus an off meta counter roster. There's great value in building off meta counters around the GL requirements. I never wanted to build a GL because none of the characters are really enticing and the requirements aren't fun to get. Sadly, I kind of need one as I'm approaching 4 million GP, but I won't get another afterwards until after 5 million GP. Well, I think with every Galactic Legend, there's plenty of fun stuff to build. I mean, I built Rey and had to learn how to use the Jedi Training Rey team, And now I use that team all the time to get good banners. It beats, I'm usually got a bounty hunter team or something like that, a Newt Gunray team, all kinds of things like that I've been able to beat with that Jedi Training Ray team. That's been good. I've separated that team out now into a Jedi Training Ray team that I feel like is almost as effective as it was with the Hero Bros, and that saves me back with the Fin Poe and the Veteran Smugglers. And I've made 2 very effective teams, I feel like, out of the Ray journey. I think every journey out there just has good teams that you can build along the way. It shouldn't be a problem. I don't see why you would say it's not fun. Those teams are plenty fun for me. All right. Example, if you go for JML, then there's also value in getting JKR up and running for the JKR plus JKL counter to SLKR. I'd be interested to see characters and teams that are not mainstream, but it's possible the reason you're not used so much is they're just not as good. Scoundrels are not mainstream, but they're fun. I just love to see a team with the Gamorrean Guard. Well, you saw it. You saw it last GAC. With the release of Mara Jade, every GL at this point, except really strong JMK and Lord Vader squads, can consistently be beaten with off-meta counters. JMK has the most fun requirements. JMK is kind of all over the place, though. I mean, it doesn't really have like one focused team. It's got a bunch of different stuff for different teams. Chagrin says JTR is super fun, Troopers fun, even First Order is more fun. All right, so what do you guys want to see? How about if I just race? How about if I just do a Galactic, a Grand Arena race? See how far we can rise, how fast in Grand Arena. Like, really build an account that I think is sort of the key to how you rise in Grand Arena and see if it works. It would be a clones first build, though, because I would want to build Geos and clones. The rest of the account would look like kind of a mess because we're going to have, a bunch of little teams with one relic character. And then we would have to have both the clones and the Wat Tambor to make us interesting for a guild to want to hire. So it would have to be kind of a modified Techno Union build. So we might build some Imperial Troopers up a little bit at first, go straight into clones, build clones all the way out as the first full relic team, and then just build a bunch of pressure teams, pick up gas, and then go into a Galactic Legend. What do you think of that? Build a 2022, a brand new 22 version of the Gladiator build. It wouldn't be Revans. It wouldn't be Revans. It would be more of a focused build on single relic teams. What do you guys think of that idea? Darth Robre says, my guild is looking for a new member. Loquitur, how about a bounty hunter and CLS rush and a Stronghold 1 fleet? Man, I literally, if you go back to the start of the Loquitur account, that was my plan. My plan was to go bounty hunters into a rebel fleet and build that. And man, couldn't do it. It was so inefficient. The energy was just all over the place, and I could never get around to those characters and still be building reasonable stuff in the account. The rebels are just too... It's so much stuff to get your arms around because you have to build the prerequisite characters in order to get CLS. And then you still need Chewbacca, you still need Han Solo. It's a rough build. I don't like it early. In the same time that I build that CLS and Rebel fleet, I could build the Geo fleet and 4 other teams. So I don't like that early. I'm not a fan of it. I could do it. I mean, I could do it to show people how it's done, but it's not something I would enjoy or recommend to other people. Gas can beat a lot of stuff, so it doesn't sound bad at all. Since you start with Imperial Troopers now, Geos, Padme, IT, straight into cam-ready clones and gas, JMK makes a lot of sense to me. Yep, that it'd be a very light side focused account, but that would be the path. And I think I'd want to build out those troopers just because, we could definitely land a lot more of those assault battle, even if it's not a good trooper team, just enough to get those assault battle rewards coming in, and some stuff like that. You get troopers. You get some of the troopers with the hyperdrive bundle, right? You get like I can't remember everything, but you definitely get you get something for the troopers with the hyperdrive bundle. If that's the best account for GAC, does a Gladiator account need to be changed? I'm gonna redo the beginner's guides at some point, and maybe this is it. Maybe we just get some experience with the beginner's guides. The very most basic beginner's guides, the first 3, I think are still the same. There's not much to say there. I think fleet is still important. I think the Geos, the Phoenix, it's if you're not going hyperdrive, I think the beginner's guide is still very valid. The paths, though, I think the paths can change a little bit depending on what you want to do. If you really want to win in Grand Arena, Revens are still fantastic, but I think there might be a better way to do it. And we've shown that the AI is dumb for Qui-Gon, right? And if they change that or they nerf Qui-Gon, if you base too much around Qui-Gon, what have you lost? It's one character. Same thing with Zam Wesell. The AI doesn't really target her. She boosts up all the other bounty hunters. And so I think there's teams to be had like that. We'll have to figure out a team that can beat Darth Revan, because an early Darth Revan on defense is going to be a showstopper for us. So, all right, if that's what you guys want to see, that's what I'll do. I'll figure out a path over the next couple days. We'll buy the hyperdrive bundle. We'll go straight into a gladiator style build and look to stretch up as high as we can in Grand Arena. Combine that with a Senator kind of a look to try to get into the best guild we can as fast as we can. And we'll see. We'll just see how fast we can push up through Grand Arena. Rush the Ewoks. You get Troopers, Geos, Grievous, which isn't super strong, but it's a solid crop of dark side characters. It's a lot of defensive stuff, right? Geos are good on defense. Grievous, good on defense. Troopers are good anywhere, offense or defense. I've committed to the 2021 Gladiator path, so we'll see how far that gets me. It's going to be fine. I'm telling you guys, all the paths are still valid. We can redo them, touch them up, make them a little bit better, I think. But if you're following one of the current guides, they're all good ways to start your account. I stand behind them 100%. Darth Loquitur with a new account, Imperial Troopers with Dark Trooper might be a good option to pick up versus DR. But you can't have everything, right? I can't build clones out and Padme team and go for a gas build and still relic the troopers to the level, because the troopers all need to be fantastic. If you're going to beat a relict Darth Revan team, you need to have excellent troopers with excellent mods. That's probably not going to happen with all the other stuff going on. But well, if that happened, I'd probably just put my clones on defense, and if they put Darth Revan on defense and my clones are on defense, then maybe it's a standoff and we fight a 2-zone battle and I win with fleet. That can be possible too. And even if you go 2-1, it doesn't slow your rise down that much. So yeah, no, I think in the new system, I think we'll be able to work around most of this stuff. DR such an efficient team, insane on defense and offense, and you can do DR solo, Malik solo, and use Bastila with Palpatine. Yeah, exactly. Loquitur, when do you start the account? I suggest rushing crew, TIE Silencer. He's a monster ship. Yeah. Can't do that, though. If you're going to buy a hyperdrive bundle and go into Geos, your Cantina energy will be completely taken up with farming the Geos. Because we need Soldier, Spy, Brood Alpha. So, yeah, no, I mean, all the Cantina energy has to go into those Geos at first. We can come back around and pick up TIE Silencer later. I mean, that's already one of my pressure teams is a Relic Kylo Ren unmasked. So, and he's got a ship, so it's definitely something we could build. Do you think JMK is the best GL to go for after gas? What if you don't have Cat? I think JMK is still good even without Cat. I mean, you can look at my arena shard on my main account, and there's a bunch of JMKs high up in the arena with no Cat. So, like, right here, here's one. That's regular Ahsoka, right? Yeah, that's just regular Ahsoka. So he's holding number 22 in Squad Arena right now against all kinds of good stuff with no Cat. Who else might we have with no Cat? That's got a Cat. Schushinger has Cat. Yeah, a lot of the higher ones have Cat. But I know there's a bunch of Kenobis somewhere down here in the middle 20s, whatever, that don't have Cat. So, yeah, I mean, okay, we're not top 10 if we don't have Cat, but it's still a better team than SLKR or Rey or C or... I can't say JML because if you put all the other good Jedi with JML, he's pretty much a terror at that point. so yeah, it's yeah. I think I said it on another stream. JMK with Cat is the best character. Lord Vader with Malik is the second best, and then below that, I think number 3 is JMK without Cat. You know. If you want to look at the rankings that way. JMK with Galactic Republic Jedi is not that good on defense. Can be beaten by gas, Padme, a lot of stuff. Okay, Joey to go. Joey's saying it's not that good on defense without the Cat. Okay, I still think it's good, though. I still think SLKR is easier to beat than JMK without Cat. All right, we need to get into a Grand Arena and play some Grand Arena on this main account. Been chattering forever. All right, if anybody else has thoughts or questions or comments and watches this stream later and wants to ask or talk about the potential new account that I got coming up, just drop some chatter over on Discord and I'll be happy to hear what you all got to say and then try to sort out the very best build path and to demonstrate. All right, viewing the current round, we got Allura versus Crazy Swimmer. Stats in this guy, 6.4 million galactic power, so we're similar, 2.6 and 3.8 on ships and characters. In terms of fleet, we do have an Executor to look out for. 4 stars, though. Not too scared of that on defense. Probably can work through that with my Malevolence. Rest of the capital ships are what you might expect. Negotiator, Malevolence, other stuff. The Finalizer is only 6 stars, and we don't have a Radis. But still, he's got about 6 fleets worth of stuff in here, so plenty of fleets and plenty of cleanup. 4 Galactic Legends. Kenobi, Luke, SLKR, and C. Also have kind of the formula for all this stuff. Skywalker, Revans, Malik. Zam Wassell with the Omicron. To keep an eye out for that in case he put it on defense. And then, did I see the Qui-Gon Jinn? Yeah, also with the Omicron. So he's got Qui-Gon and Zam Omicron, and then typical stuff from there. So not really any surprises in this account. No Relic 5 Gamorrean guards to look at. It does have a Night Sister, you know, Asajj is relicked. But other than that, this is what I was talking about, guys. He built Galactic Legends. These relics along the way are all the stuff that he needed for the Galactic Legends. So this account is basically just all just built around the GLs. And I have a feeling that he's going for... well, he'll finish out the Executor, and he's probably going to be going for the... Did I see Bad Batch in here somewhere? I felt like he was going for Bad Batch and Lord Vader. Yeah, so he's got 7 stars on most of his Bad Batch, so he's probably going for Lord Vader next. And that's dictating the next move on his account. So, what do you do against this? I got 3 Galactic Legends. He could potentially put 4 Galactic Legends on defense. You know, he could just throw them down. He does have Commander Ahsoka Tano here, Relic 5. Super fast, if I remember right, 360. So he could put that Kenobi on defense. That's probably my biggest worry, is if he puts Kenobi on defense. So what I decided to do was go ahead and take all 3 of my Galactic Legends on offense. And that way the Galactic Legends that he takes on offense have, let's say, a lower intrinsic value because he's going to be fighting against teams that are not Galactic Legends. But with that in mind, I did feel like I needed to put down teams that are good enough to hold up against other teams that are not Galactic Legends and force him to use them early. So I divided up my Rey team, divided up all my teams. I put back together the Padme Cat team here. I put together a Beskar Armor Mando team with Vandor, Chewbacca, and Boba Fett here to be a big threat. We've got the Kylo team here. We've got Grievous. And then we put more strong teams on the back wall for him to fight. Put this stuff over here. So basically, I'm going to let him have a full clear. He could probably clear everything. But he's got a thick bottom to fight through. He's got 7 teams that are going to hold some value that he has to fight. And then I just got to hope that I can clear his defense with higher banners. What he actually put on defense, he put Rey here, Luke. The Luke team, I feel like we need to use the troopers against the Luke team probably. That's my best counter to that team. It leaves me kind of hanging a little bit with Rey, but she's not as well developed as some of the other Rey teams I've seen, so probably got something we can beat her with. Got Ewoks here that we can stomp. Got Mon Mothma up there with, a very nestable team. Down here we do have the SLKR. Probably use the Sith Eternal to beat that. We've got Grievous here, or Newt Gunray here with a bunch of Separatists. This Jango we'll have to watch out for. He does have some speed on him, so he's not like super slow Jango. But this we'll have to pay attention to. This team, I might try to beat this with just the Bad Batch. We've been beating that with Padme in the Bad Batch. I might throw Omega in there and try to see if we can beat this team without Padme. The courage really makes a big difference. Kylo Ren here, nah, we probably can't do it. With Kylo Ren in there, we're probably out of luck. Yeah, probably out of luck with that. So we'll need to take something else in here. Maybe we'll use our own light side Ray team on this. We have the healing immunity we can put on him to stop him from gaining life. So maybe we do Lucifer here. This team is actually a problem. I'm not entirely sure what I can do here. I may have to take Vader in on this. You know, bring in Thrawn, use some Fracture. This team is hard to control. I'm going to be putting out Extortion all over the place. Stunning people. Wampa's a threat. He's going to be damage immune. She's going to be removing buffs. Maybe we bring in Rey there. Can Lightside Rey, can my Lucifer team control all of this? You know what? We might just be able to control this whole team with Rey. Yeah, the Foresight doesn't do us any good though. Man, this is rough. This is a rough team. This is a rough team. Maybe Vader's our best bet here. I think maybe Vader. They need to make an Omicron symbol instead of replacing the Zamet if you don't have the Omicron. Hey DL, I finally have enough Omicron. I got a bounty hunter team and a Jedi team. Which would you invest in, the Omicron? I would invest in Qui-Gon first. Because if you take him on offense, we've seen the AI has no idea how to deal with a Qui-Gon team on offense. So it gives you a team that you can bring on offense that you pretty much know is going to win. It's crazy how effective that team is. Okay, let's not fight the SLKR battle first. Let's not fight that first. Let's try to sort out these Night Sisters first instead. What do we want to use on Night Sisters? Do Bad Batch work on Night Sisters? I feel like they must, right? They've got good healing. They can get rid of the plague. What do we think about Bad Batch versus Night Sisters? Is that going to be a good matchup or ineffective? Probably don't want to be experimenting too much and dropping battles, but their single target damage, they don't have a spirit, right? Yeah, they do have a spirit, but she's low level. It's risky. Maybe we should just bring in something like Mon Mothma. I think that should handle the Night Sisters pretty well. And the reason I'm doing this, guys, is I just don't want the game to crash on me. You know, the last time, the first battle, we came in and crashed, and I don't want to crash again. So I lowered the frames to 30, and we're going to take this in, make sure that the game is stable. If we lose this battle, if it crashes on the Night Sisters, I don't care. If it crashes in C versus SLKR, that could cost us way too much. We don't want to do that. Let's use her to get the initial kills. This removes turn meter. Okay. Now we get over here on this DACA. Okay. Get in there on DACA, guys. Alright, we're in good shape. Mon Mothma doing Mon Mothma things. He managed to get the plagues. I've got like 240... Oh, she doesn't have tenacity buffs on her. Never mind. That's why. Cara Dune does not have tenacity buffs, or mods and buffs. Why did I say that? Does not have tenacity mods, so that explains why we don't have that. Let's see. Let's get her healed up, get that plague off of her. And that should be 65 banners. Alright. Bad Batch would work easy. It's overkill. Unless your Bad Batch aren't Relic. Yeah, no, they're all low level. They're all like 6 stars and gear 10 and 11. They're a bad batch. Alright. Let's take our C squad in here. And put a tank in here. Okay. Let's do it. I probably don't even need Thrawn in this lineup, but he does help in certain circumstances depending on how things go to get your armorer the right turn at the right time. Link up Sith Trooper to reduce damage a little bit. Take the first hit. Take the sweep. Pass it over here. Make sure that she gets the 3 stack here. Target him. And we're done. The battle's done at this point. Unless something very unusual happens. Won't get good banners on it. It's a horrible banner matchup. Alright, here comes Kylo. He's going to jump on my face. At least he has his shirt on this time. Alright. Going to the ult. And then we'll have a 2-for-1 sale here. And we'll link him up with the trooper that's left over. And put it on auto. All right, how y'all beginning your 2022 besides watching a DL stream? I'm waiting for a speeding ticket in the mail. Oh man, pizza, that's awful. Triggered a speed trap on December 31st. That's rough. Pizza Crust says, I'm over it. 2021 is so last year. Oh no. I thought they fixed that bug. Okay. Yep. If you do your ult against the SLKR that's in ult, it can glitch out. I didn't pay attention to that. I shouldn't have put it in auto, guys. Do auto basic. Well, that's no good. We just got to let it time out. Yeah, the clock is still going. It should time out. Good start to 2022. Yeah, nasty. What am I going to clean up SLKR with, though? That's the question. You know what? Let's bring in Zam Bounty Hunters. Let's bring in the Zam Wessel Bounty Hunters because they should have some pretty sickening amounts of damage. Yeah, man, I should know better than that. I feel I've been caught with this before in Squad Arena, so I should definitely know better than to put that in auto. You can do auto basic, but you can't do auto, just full auto. Yeah. Every time I get overconfident, guys, it bites me. Bites me in the behind. Ultimate C does so much damage on basic. Yeah, as long as you keep the shock up. You keep the shock up on him and you're good. The armor, the ability that the armor puts on you that says you can't be critically hit shuts Kylo out. Usually he never gets a second ult. So it's my stupid fault, guys. I should have never put it in auto. I should have just finished it out. Bad tactics on my part. All right, well, sometimes the best teacher is your last mistake. Oh. Well, there you go. It's not going to time out for me either. We're just done. Okay. Well, there's that. All right, we're going to work our way through it, though, guys. We're going to work our way through it. Nothing like a good handicap to start off your Grand Arena in the right way. Can you report this to support for compensation? I don't think so. That bug's been around long enough. If I was CG, I would say, you should know about the bug by now. Let's see. Did it count any of that? Nope. He's completely reset. That is very frustrating. And I don't have a good SLKR team to bring in against it now. Don't have a good SLKR team to bring in against it. I've got SLKR, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to put it with some other first order stuff. But I'm going to lose this battle. We just got to get it to the point where it's just SLKR himself, and then we can clean it up. All right. Let's go in on him first. Put a stab wound on him. Then we'll mass assist over here to try to maximize the amount of critical hits that we get. Take this. Take a hit from his red trooper. Give an, we can't give a turn to SLKR because of Hux. We can speed ourselves up though, which is okay. This works, right? We can still do that one. Let's stab him again. Okay. Shoot Hux. Pull an assist here. Should kill Hux. No, we didn't kill Hux. Okay, well, let's do that. Okay. Can I take the next hit? That's the question. I think I can. I think I can take one more hit. Okay. Now we'll go into our alt. Oh man, I'm too fast. My character's too fast. I took 2 turns to his 1. Double basic. Got it. All right. All right, we cleaned it up. I didn't expect I would win that one, but maybe got a little bit lucky there. Okay. We got it. We got it. Now, what to do against this Newt team? Maybe bounty hunters. Let's try the Zam bounty hunters here. Let's try them, right? She's going to make them super fast. We're going to come in here like a wrecking ball with a whole bunch of extra attack. If he's got gas on the back wall, I don't know what we're going to do. This is our last effective gas counter. Oh man, I do not want to burn this here. Qui-Gon with bad Jedi? Maybe Qui-Gon with bad Jedi. Because I put Anakin and all the good stuff on defense already, so a lot of what I would want to use is off limits. Let's see how bad it is with Qui-Gon. We've got stuff like this. This is the stuff that we've got to go with Qui-Gon. Probably not good to fight against a good team with something like that. Okay, all right. Vader or bounty hunters? I think that's our choices. Vader or bounty hunters? Let's use the bounty hunters. It might be overkill. Well, no, because Vader can't beat Gas. If Gas is on the back wall, if we use this team, we're not going to beat Gas. We'd have to use Galactic Legend Rey to beat Gas at that point. We still have Rey. We'll use her like that if we have to. All right. Let's do this with bounty hunters. Check Zam. Make sure. Got the Omicron. Yes. We've got a support. Let's put... Well, do we... What do we want for a lead? Let's stick with Orasing lead. Let's just stick with it exactly as it is. And then potentially we'll annihilate Nuke Gunray with Mandalorian. Mon Mothma would have been nice here. My Mon Mothma team doesn't have enough sauce to beat this. All right, let's do that. Do mass assist on Dooku. Do mass assist. Oh, why is the Mandalorian going now? Who messed up my speed order? Super annoying. Kill Wampa. Good gravy, look at this damage. This is insane. What do you think Zam's going to hit for with this big attack here? She's in stealth. I think, 180,000? Let's see. 107. That's pretty good. Let's see. What do we want to do here? We'll just mass assist again. Now we can poof him. And that should be it. I thought Aura was going to hit harder than that, but that's all right. All right, these guys. Well, since we already messed up, I kind of feel like I just want to experiment a little bit. You know, if I lose the match, it's not the end of the world. 67,000 galactic power against 127 or whatever that was. What do you guys think? Should I take my bad batch in there? My mediocre batch? Oh. I think with this Kylo, we're just out of luck, though. I think we're just out of luck with that Kylo in there. All right, let's take in our off-brand Lucifer team here. Although we are very rapidly running out of resistance. If we put... Oop. Hey, get back in there. Oh, we still got enough for a Ray team. Okay, all right. All right, we still got enough for a Ray team. No Zetas on the bad batch. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. They are truly the bad batch. They're the getting better soon batch. All right, get on fire, guys. Bam. Yeah, now that I kind of know the turn order in this team, it's pretty nice. Let's get back here and get this TIE pilot. Ray does a ton of damage. This guy just take turns right and left. I gotta say, I like this version of the team. I feel like it does a good job. We need to get back around to the hand... Oh, too late. I was going to say we need to get around to the hand wave before he does his area effect, but we missed it. Alright, we're going to hand wave her again. Just not let her take a turn. Get the officer out of here. Get her out of here. Illuminated Destiny. Try to stun him. Got the healing immunity on him now. Get the big stick after him again. So smooth. Look at this. Smooth. Bam. 65 banner win. They got one turn, right? Kylo went once and that was it, I think. All right, well, there's the Kenobi. Back wall Kenobi. All right. Let's see what we can put together with Rey here. Basically anything light side, right? We may have to mix up the... Let me go look at the front wall again. Oh, wrong button. Let me go look at the front wall again. Do we have a Grievous that we had to deal with up here? I think we did. No, there's no Grievous. So we've got troopers here, nest here, something here. So in theory, we could actually use a Qui-Gon team with Revan in it and some other stuff. In theory. So are we better off just putting all resistance and just making it a resistance team? Or are we better off trying to put other stuff in it to be a threat? There's no other stuff we've got that's threatening, though. How do we get Kenobi out of there? How do we get Kenobi out of there? None of this stuff is going to deal with Kenobi. If we brought in the Revan team, could they kill Cat? Could the Revan team just mark down Cat and kill her? Assuming that she doesn't just come across and annihilate. If she annihilates JKR, though, Savior will still work, right? Savior will save whatever she annihilates. Interesting. How is JTR without BB-8? Treya, the Geos. This is likely unbeatable for you. I say ignore it and try to clear everything else. The question isn't whether or not I can beat it. The question is, can I bring in another team first? A different team? Could I bring in like Revan and just kill Cat? If I can just get Cat out of here, then bring in Rey to clean up, I think we got a decent chance that we could do something with that, you know? Decent chance we can do something with that. But I like what you say. I respect what you're saying. Get in here and finish up the rest of this stuff first, and don't make too much of a commitment there until we see how the rest of it works out. So we'll save the good teams that we want and just work our way through it this way. And let's hope that they don't stun the Dark Trooper again. The last few times we've come in here, they've plastered that Dark Trooper. Han shoots him right in the nose, and that makes things hard. Okay, this time they hit Piet. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to drain turn meter first? I think we might want to actually do that now that Piet's under the stun. Let's do this. Okay, good. Now, Han next. Probably should do Chupio next, but Han is too tempting. Okay, link up this Dark Trooper. Buffs up. Getting too much confusion on my guys now. The confusion is no good. We do not like the confusion. Yeah, we'll take a single target attack here. Hopefully this kills him. We'll see if we can get a daze on Luke. Okay. We got it. Messy, but we got it. 60 banners. Okay, and this... We'll take Kira in just for safekeeping. Need this. Pick it off the list, guys. Pick it off the list. Kira Nest. Just for the extra 30% offense to make sure that we don't time out. Because with Baze in there, that's a lot of heal over times and stuff, so we gotta make sure that we don't time out. Han always shoots first. Yes, he does. I like Qui-Gon Jinn for CLS now. Notre Dame is playing the Fiesta Bowl. Yeah, I heard you guys. I heard you score. It was pretty loud. Just finished Ray's Falcon. 6 hard node ships left to do. Trooper is a poor CLS counter? Oh, yeah? You don't like troopers against CLS? I don't know. Works for me. All right. Do you recommend going for SLKR or JML? Depends on where you're at in your account. If your account has been around for a while, Jedi Master Luke is good. If you're a brand new player, SLKR is a lot easier to get to. In Jedi Master Luke, you need Hermit Yoda, Wampa, and Rebel Officer Leia Organa all at Relic level. Rolo is from the Hoth Raid or Get 2 currency, and Hermit Yoda and Wampa are from Get 1 currency. So for new players, that's the problem, that it's hard to get that much stuff quickly, to get that as your first character for your first GL. If you want to go for that as your first GL, you need some patience. Troopers have a high failure rate when you don't run Gideon and Piet with Dark Trooper. Gideon provides a safety net to get a turn meter train going, but can get messy. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel like it was too bad. It's gone better when I've been able to kill Luke first. So killing Luke first always works better, but I'm just reluctant to do that because if you don't get Luke killed right away, then he heals up so fast that things get out of control in a hurry. And then you're not killing anybody, right? Because you did your damage to Luke, he heals up, and then you didn't kill somebody else. So that's why I went for Chewbacca. All right. This Ray team is going to take something reasonable. Maybe we Vader. Well, no, because JTR gets all kinds of turn meter from debuffs, right? So maybe the best thing to do is just take in our clone team here. Take in this clone team. What else do we have? We still have Triumvirate. I'm not sure how well Triumvirate works here. We can isolate Jedi Training Rey and then everything's easy, right? Or isolate BB-8. Isolate Rey. We could also take Qui-Gon and some garbage Jedi in here. Get some use out of Qui-Gon. Let's do that. Let's do Qui-Gon and the leftover Jedi. We'll do like Barriss, this, Old Ben. That saves us some better stuff for the back wall in case we need it. Save Traya for Ewoks or Geos. Yeah, we could do Traya versus Geos. That should probably work. Dodged. Okay. Why not? Boy, she is a very dodgy character. I want to be killing anything but her, but everybody else is under the smoke, so it's all I've got to work with. That I thought that gave me turn meter for a second. I'm not sure why I did that. R2 is out in the open now. Interesting. Uh-oh, guys. They're going to get Qui-Gon. They got exposes all over me. The turn meter's going crazy. We're going to lose it. All right. Wow, look at this team controlling Qui-Gon Jinn. Nice. All right, let's get out of there before it gets any worse. Nice. Nice hold by his JTR team. Once they got exposes all over me, there really wasn't. Just kept removing all my turn meter. Ran me over. That's nice, though, because after seeing that, that is a good counter to the Qui-Gon Jinn team. If it's a mediocre Qui-Gon Jinn team, it looked pretty effective. All right, let's bring a better team in there and take it a little more seriously. We can use Vader. We can use Vader against the Geos, and let's beat Rey with Triumvirate. Let's beat Rey with Triumvirate. Vader the Geos. Take out these Ewoks. And we'll be good. Do we have any tanks at all? I think we still got like a shore trooper or something in here somewhere. We could also try Bad Batch if... Well, this will work, but... I mean, we could try Bad Batch if it doesn't. Good players should not leave Qui-Gon Jinn on defense. I don't know. It's a pretty effective defense. It can do stuff. Okay, let's just throw off here for a second. Get rid of some buffs. Isolate this Jedi Training Rey. Okay. Now we'll get some cooldowns. Try to keep fear on whoever... Oh, bye. Try to keep pain on whoever I can. And then when we get around to the Annihilate, we'll just annihilate Rey and be done with it. Bonk. And just clean it up. I'm afraid to put stuff in auto now. Pretty upset about that sea battle. Because if we had SLKR still in inventory, then I think Kenobi would be a lot less of a threat. We could do SLKR first, get rid of a couple characters with that, and then work our way through it with Rey. All right, Ewoks. What do we want to do for Ewoks? Can he kill Ewoks by himself? You know what? Bad Batch. We're going to Bad Batch the Ewoks. That's what we're going to do. We are going to Bad Batch these Ewoks. Here we go. No, not you. There we go. Bad Batch versus Ewoks. Okay. Dazes are good on Ewoks. Let's hit him with a grenade. That's a lot of stuns. Where's this elder at? There he is. Get him, boys. I don't even know how to use her. Gain stealth. Bad Batch allies gain protection up. We don't want to do that, right? We'll do this instead. Throw a knife. Throw more knives. Just keep chucking stuff. Whack. Alright. It doesn't seem like we're going to lose. It just seems like it's going to take a while. Uh-oh. Wrecker's getting owned. What's up with this? Alright. Get out of here. That's a nice reset. Just blink, their buffs are gone. Just throw knives, I guess. Try not to kill him, get back around to Omega. She said she could restore banners or something. Is that what she said? Yeah, protection up. There we go. Nice. Cool. Griff says Qui-Gon Jinn without Jedi Knight Anakin is vulnerable to JTR among others. Otherwise, JTR gets wrecked. Yeah, if you're going to put it on defense, you pretty much have to do Anakin. That's the combo, right? All right, what else we got back here? We got Vader for these Geos. And I kind of want to put Mara Jade in here just to mess around with her, right? Just to play around, see if she actually gets to go and do something. What that looks like. All right, let's pummel some Geos. Merciless Massacre. Do that. Call Spy. This. This. Big hit. Call again. Shock them up. Merciless Massacre. Not going to get to use Mara Jade. Unfortunate. Alright. All she did was take a banner away from us. Too bad. This. Okay. Remember EP Basic. Why would you EP Basic there? Both Vader and Mara Jade were full turn meter. So they're gonna go no matter what. All right. Let's take in this Revan team. And just see if we can get Cat out of there. She's really fast, which means that she probably doesn't have ridiculous amounts of health. The team will die pretty fast because 2 of these characters aren't even reliced. If you know what we're going to do? We're going to take in a different team first. And we're just going to try to pull Cat's hit. If I just bring in a team, right? Kenobi should reset her skills and she should do the Annihilate right away. So with a team like this, I could potentially get those skills out of Cat. Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Cat to execute right away. Okay. So there we go. There's the reset. There's the execute. There's his big skill that gets him tons of alt meter. Okay. Now we're going to bring in the Revan team and see if we can get Cat out of there. Okay. Savior's already gone. Let's save some of these skills. We're just going to do a basic. Okay. Mark Cat. See if we can put down enough damage to get Cat out of here. Bring in Revan. Send over Yoda with a big hit. Send over Yoda again. Damage immunity. Damage immunity. Okay. Just keep clicking skills fast, because the rest of it's academic, right? It doesn't really matter. Just have to get Cat out of damage immunity. Get back our Yoda. Get Cat remarked. Come on, guys. Come on. Dang it. Okay. Ooh, then they got my bendo. All right. Yep. Nope. Cat's not going to survive. All right, so here let's take in Ray. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get through this since we can't kill Cat. I think we're done. Okay. Get some lifeblood going on. Just going straight in on my Ray. Okay. There's no damage. There's just no damage at all. Okay. You got your ult. I'll get mine. Instantly healed back up to full. Damage immunity on Kenobi. Ray's ult doesn't even look like it does anything. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Nothing going on here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, if we'd had SLKR, I feel like we could have two-shotted this between SLKR and Ray, but you got to get rid of some of these characters, right? SLKR could have gotten rid of a couple of these characters, and then we'd have been okay. Ray plus Jedi is a counter to JMK. But typically it uses JKR, JKL, Jolie, and Grandmaster Yoda. Well, I had Jedi Knight, Revan, Jolie, and Yoda. So I should have just used that as the counter instead of putting Ray with Resistance. Should have just put the Jedi under Ray. That could have, yeah. So you're saying just bring in Ray with the Jedi. I don't have Luke, though, so it makes it a lot worse that I don't have Luke. All right, though. I still blame my own stupidity on losing that C battle up front. That cost me way too much. Yeah, I put Cat on defense. All right. Let's just clear this zone. Do I want to pull skills? One shot or two shot? That is the question. I think at 4 stars, we can potentially stun the Razor Crest. Yeah, we won't be too far ahead, but there is some potential. Two-shot this Executor or 1? I feel like clearing the zone is important, right? We know that we can come in here and two-shot this reliably. It works. We get through it every time. So I feel like we're just going to throw a team at it. The one shot is just not reliable enough for me, guys. There's just been too many times where I've tried to one shot it and we haven't gotten through it. I mean on my main account. So when I'm in Fleet Arena, I've tried to one shot the Executor in Fleet Arena with the Malevolence, and I never get it to work. I never get it to work. It's so unreliable. So I feel like against a 4-star we could probably do it, but I just don't want to risk it. It feels too risky. And we'll put in a couple of these other ships. What was the... Let's put Biggs in here. That'll make sure we get enough skills off the ship. It's only 4 stars. It should be easy. I agree it should be. Excuse me. All right, there we go. Now, taunt. Beautiful. Now kill me. Bonk. Okay. Now we come in and clean it up. Not going to be a problem from here. I'm not going to try the TIE Fighter. When we do it this way, we don't need the TIE Fighter. Ebon Hawk. That's it. If we don't beat it by the time we've used all this stuff, then probably we've already lost. I guess I can throw this ship in. Doesn't matter. All right. No taunt for that Hound's Tooth. The unresistible stun is probably resistible. Okay, we got it though. Let's see. Let's actually try to take out Cad Bane first. And he gets taunt. What? How does he get taunt? Something ain't right. All right, get him, boys. Didn't get him. All right, Buzz Droid's over here. Or not. Let's see what we can get with this. Spy. Finishes off Cad Bane, that's good. All right, let's give Buzz Droids... Okay, we are desperate for some Buzz Droids onto this Bosk. Not getting them though. I'll just take a regular attack for now. We really got to try to get some Buzz Droids stuck to this guy. Okay, there we go. Let's go back here. Try to get that taken care of. Just a basic. Oh, man. Okay, that's done. Now we got to try to get... hope it's not too late to get in this Ebon Hawk. Okay, all right. He doesn't even have his ability up yet, though. Come on, get it out of there. All right. We're going to reinforce and try to finish this battle. Yes. All right, we got it. What? What do you need?
Do you want to play a game of Glue when you're done?
Sure. I'm still in my stream, though, honey.
Yay!
All right, bye. All right, let's see. I'm gonna hux that. Get the Plo in here. Take the other tie. Should be good. Let's get it done. DL dad moment. Joey the Goat says, "Can I play Clue with you guys?" If you want to come over, come on over. Let's do a little Clue together. Man, I would so do like a 15-man Clue game. I don't even know how that would work, but I imagine it would be fun. Get a whole bunch of people. I tell you, one of my favorite games, just simple stuff like Uno. I don't know. I enjoy those games a lot. It's pretty fun. We got Villainous, the Disney villain game. That's pretty fun. It's pretty complicated, though. It's pretty hard for... It's funny, my daughter gets it pretty well, but you can't play very well with only 2 players, so we have a hard time recruiting a third. My daughter's a good gamer, and we have a hard time recruiting more than 2 people for some of these games. We played Exploding Kittens again last night. That was fun. I guess Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the kitchen, says Benny Lau. Nice. DL, do you get a new account? I started a new account. Not exactly sure what I'm doing with it yet. I was messing around this morning, and I took a brand new account to level 18. A 2022 special. Started January 1st, 2022. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but looks like we're going to try to build an account to just fly up Grand Arena ranks. Maybe that's what we'll do. My friends have had too many fights over board games, only allowed in co-op games now. Yeah, you know, it's... I played Risk with my friends after college, you know, got into work life, and had this little gaming night with some friends of mine playing Risk. And I didn't put it together. One of the other guys put it together. And one of the guys in the gaming group actually told them, they're like, you know, it's you're at risk if you're inviting Walker over to play Risk. Oh, there, I used my real name. So so I go over, I play Risk, I win. I get invited back. This happens 2 or 3 times. And the 4th time I go over there, like every other player gangs up on me, and it becomes pretty clear that they're just going to put me out of the game and then play a game of Risk without me. So I'm like, well, if that's what you're going to do, then, you know, why even start? And they're like, well, we want a fifth player, so we want 5 people to start, so you're going to be our fifth. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to be your fifth if you're just going to gang up on me. They're like, well, if we don't gang up on you, you win. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm out for Risk Night then. Just be the token guy that sets up to get beat. But yeah, so some games are not cut out for people who are very good at gaming. I tried to run 3 accounts at some point. It was ridiculous. I played Risk with my friends. One game lasted 6 hours. One of my favorite games is Axis and Allies. I love the game of Axis and Allies. But it's another one of those games that just takes a long time. And if you're up against another good player, you know, games can last really days. You know, you play one day, you come back the second day to finish it. So not too many people are attracted to those kinds of games. But yeah, those are the fun ones, right? All right. So we talked a little bit earlier about a 2-in-1 strategy. And, you know, hey, maybe I'm at the level now where I'm going to employ that 2-in-1 strategy. Got that Kenobi on the back wall. Yeah, I'm frustrated. I should not have put that sea battle in auto. I feel like I know better than that. Just got casual with it and took it for granted. If we had SLKR for that back wall, I think we'd have been fine. We'd have got a full clear. I don't know if that means we would have won, because this opponent still has 2 GLs on offense and lots of stuff. Gas, Revens, you know, just tons of stuff on offense. So hopefully we've got enough defensive teams set up to make him stumble. Maybe the Executor holds over here in fleet. And if we end up with the same thing with us holding fleet and him holding this down here, you know, who knows? Maybe we can still pull out a victory. 1385 versus Crazy Swimmer. He hasn't played yet. And or maybe he just won't play at all. Who knows? All right, guys. Apparently I have a game of Clue to play. So I'm going to wrap the stream up there. Remember, comment down below or comment over on Discord if you want to see me play a new account, how you want that to look, if you think it's a good idea what I'm talking about with the Grand Arena stuff. If you think you'd rather see something else, let me know. I'll make my decision within the next few days, and we'll get the account up and running. Probably a hyperdrive bundle no matter what. I think that'd be better. The Loquitur account was non-hyperdrive, so I think maybe if I'm going to do another example account for people to watch, then making it a hyperdrive makes a lot of sense. So we'll do it that way and take it from there. Thank you guys for watching. Discord link is down below if you want to join us over there. It's a great community. Use your like saber on that like button. Cut it apart, make it hot on the way out. I'd appreciate that. It helps me, helps the channel, and it's for free. And subscribe, of course. Hit the notification if you want to watch more holocrons like this in the future. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. Hope everybody's having a good time with friends and family. And I will see you in the next